We are now going to talk about projects and GPTs, all right? So what is a project? What is a GPT? The way I describe what these are, let's take one step back here, is think about all the repetitive tasks that you are doing in your daily lives. Think weekly, daily, monthly, quarterly things that you are using ChatGPT over and over again. So in real estate, most simple example would be you're doing an MLS listing description, right? And you're using ChatGPT to help you do that. Maybe you're creating social media content or you're sending out, I don't know, some sort of monthly email. This is where we want you to become more efficient and we want you to leverage either a project or a GPT. What's the difference between a project and a GPT? A GPT, the way I describe it, is more set in stone versus a project is flexible and it can adapt and it can be adjusted as we start to use it. Okay, we're going to have you guys both create one project and one GPT today. Now, how do we create them and how do we use them? Really, what they are is all they are is essentially instructions that are going to be saved that you will leverage that now you will save time on moving forward. Because say you want to create a listing description and you go into chatgpt.com, you're going to have to type out this is the property and this is what I want you to do. And you're going to do that over and over again, which is not very efficient. So what we're going to give you all is we're going to give you prompts that you're going to leverage right now today to create a project in a GPT. So what is a prompt? A prompt to its simplest core is just instructions that you copy and paste into ChatGPT, right? Prompts are essentially, I kind of describe them as like cheat codes, or, they have already been defined and described to their fullest extent to give you the exact outcome for the exact objective that you want. So we sent you an email about 40 minutes ago that gives you access to 2 links to 2 Google documents you should have received via email. And you're going to go ahead and click on that email and download both of those Google documents to your computer as PDF documents.
Yep.
The first one that we're going to create for you is going to be a listing description generator. The next one that is accessible to you is going to be a video script generator, which is going to create videos for you very, very easily. All right. And we're going to create one project and we're going to create one GPT. All right. So starting off with projects, I'll cover projects right now. Very, very straightforward. What a project is, as you can see up here on the TV screen, is right here, left-hand side of ChatGPT, you're going to see some projects of mine. Here's one that was recently used on blog posting for my website. All right. And then within the project, you can see, think of it as a folder within, right, files within that folder. And you can actually see the history of searches that I've performed based off of this project. Now, the breakdown of a project, when I create a new project right now, I'll just call this test project, right? I click the new project button on the left-hand side and I click create. And when I create this project, it's pretty straightforward. It's this right here. There's nothing in it until I add files right here on the right-hand side. So I can click add files, and now I can add documents, code files, images, or whatever I want, and I upload it into this project so that now moving forward, once all that is in there, aka the prompt that I gave you all, which you will upload, it will now automatically read that prompt every time you go into this project, and it's one step less for you on creating, for example, that listing description. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So what does this look like? I'll share with you some examples of what might work for you to kind of get the juices flowing, right? So here's a blog post project. Look at this. There's 2 files in here. Okay. What are the 2 files? The first one is that PDF prompt, giving it very detailed description of how I want it to blog post for me for my website. And then I also give it keywords of commonly searched long tail keywords that people are searching for when they search for title insurance. For you to be for real estate agents in, say, Denver, Colorado, right? And it's curating blog posts for me based off of that content. Here's one down here, Write Like Me social media generator. Class for another day, but Walter, I thought it'd be cool to have you guys, yes, one, personalize your GPT, but then maybe later on we take it to the next level and we create a project where we train chat on exactly how you talk. So what this here is again, it's a prompt and then it's actual files of transcripts of me speaking on video and chat can learn how I speak, how I flow, how I pause, how fast I speak. And I can leverage it to create social media content that specifically sounds like me when I'm putting content out there. All right. Lastly, video script generator. This is the one you all are going to do today. All right. And we have this created right now as a project. All right. Truthfully, in my opinion, Walter and I have difference of opinions. I personally create more projects than I do GPTs because I feel like I'm always kind of tweaking them and altering them and improving them versus you do a lot of GPTs that stay solid and you can't change them once you create them. But to its core, both of them are going to get you that end result that you want, where we just upload that prompt. But this one's pretty cool. Look at this. This is your video script generator prompt. So all I have to do is I just say, hey, I want you to create a video for me on 3 reasons why people should sell in March. And this is, again, a project with that prompt built in there that you all have access to. And basically what the prompt says is, hey, make a video about 60 seconds or less with a hook, with a story, with a call to action. And it's going to give you an automated script that's going to be pretty darn good that you can then read off of the teleprompter and then create a video on very, very quickly. Okay, so it's got a hook. Want to know the best time to put a home on the market? March is one of my favorite months to sell, and here are 3 reasons why. Right? Boom, boom, boom. And this is all timed out so that when you read it, it should probably be about a 60-second video. The other one that you all have access to right here is listing description generator. All right. So same deal. Anyone got a listing that is active or no? Give me, you got the address?
1173 Ironton High
Drive?
uh,
Ironton Drive?
Street.
Oh, street. Okay. Denver, somewhere?
Aurora.
Aurora? Okay. I've got 2 of these, right? But it's going to build out and it's going to search the web. It's going to try to find that property and create your listing description for you. Okay. Right. And it's going to follow best practices, fair housing, all that stuff. Okay.
And it gives you all the options there too. If you want to create a marketing flyer to print on Canva,
Exactly.
or the CMA angle or pricing inside, everything there.
Yep.
Facebook ads is 50.
So
15
you
headlines.
all have access to both of these. So let's create a project first and then let's create a GPT.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit about GPTs?
Yeah. So custom GPT is going to be your personal assistant. Okay. So I'm going to show you what I did, focusing on brand voice. But once I set that up, now it's kind of my go-to. So the project is going to have all your information, but your custom GPT is going to be that third-party assistant. So you can hire somebody in the Philippines, or you can have a custom GPT. Okay, it's literally what a lot of agents and in fact, a lot of people in our group, what we're doing. The difference between a project is always going to stay with just your GPT. A custom GPT, say you grow your business and say, hey, guys, we want this tone across all of our marketing. So if I have 5 agents and they're new or I'm mentoring and I want to bring some other people in, I literally can share my custom GPT to their chat GPT. So then when they're doing their marketing, my voice is still a part of their marketing concepts. So I'm happy to walk you through what I do as far as, because again, kind of concentrate more on the voice aspect. We've already done personalization, but here's how we do that. And then once we have that custom GPT, I can go in and do my emails, my text messages, my social media, all my marketing, because I'm really hyper focused on the marketing aspect, right? So that's what I'll show you guys how to do that real quick. And it's much quicker than like the customization. If you go in and manually make one of these projects, it's a little consuming. I mean, it asked me like about 28 questions yesterday. Yeah. So Jared's already done a lot of the heavy work for you with this.
We have one more differentiator on projects versus GPTs is GPTs can be shared versus projects are your own, right?
Yeah.
So here we are on chat. Right under GPTs, we're on the Explore page. And you can search for and explore all sorts of GPTs that you can access and add. You can see here, I've got a few. One is a real estate blog writer. Here is a MLS photo description generator. Here is endless real estate content ideas. Here's scripts. So again, GPT's projects, they stay here on the left-hand side, and the objective is for them to save you time and not work as hard, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
So let's start with projects. All right. So roll with me on this. If you haven't already, go into that email, download those 2 scripts. Let's do the listing description generator. So what that looks like here, if I go back over here, it is going to look like this. And there's basically instructions up top. And then if you scroll down below that, you're going to see a very, very detailed prompt. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight this prompt and scroll all the way to the bottom, right? Oh, excuse me. Actually, we're not going to do that. We're going to download this prompt. I'm going to download to my computer. Real estate listing description generator prompt. Perfect. I'm then going to go into ChatGPT and I'm going to click new project. I'm going to click create. I'm just going to call this test project because I've already done this. All right. And then I'm going to click add files and I'm going to find that file on my computer, which is in right here. Here it is. And I'm going to upload it.
If your listing isn't active yet, shouldn't this process be different?
No, try it out.
Okay.
Try it out. Yeah. Do you know the address?
Of my own? Yeah.
What you got?
6703 West Yale Avenue. This one is active.
This one is active?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Denver, somewhere?
Lakewood.
Lakewood? Okay.
Yeah, I was just wondering because, like, obviously, if it's already active, it's going to pull
True.
a bunch off.
True.
But if it's
Ideally,
not,
this is for inactive.
to
not created, correct.
Kind of
Correct.
remarket it,
Yep.
rebrand it. Okay.
Yep. And it's going to start asking you questions. Before I proceed, right? Follow the exact instructions. Let me ask, what's the address? Just reply. Boom. Yes, that's it. Okay. Cool. And then it's going to do its best to ideally pull from it if it's already been created in the past and pull information. And also too, like this is AI, it's a prompt. You can of course give it your flair and you can even upload images to it too. Because don't forget AI can read images, right? So you could upload up to 10 images of the listing and have it analyze those images and create the description for you as well.
So it didn't look like it.
So it didn't pull this info. Okay. So if it didn't find it, we did one yesterday, it pulled it online. But if it didn't, then we would fill this in. Last time when we did it yesterday, it pulled in the info and it actually just said, can you confirm all this information? And then it's going to spit out that listing. Correct. Yep, exactly. So let's take a quick time here now to have you all try and do this and create your first project. Good? Good. Boom.